And we're at the Venus Lighthouse. Somehow took as long, but not as long as I thought. More so like, yeah, we're at an hour and a half. We're almost at a 2-hour stream, and I just didn't notice because the time flew by so fast. I guess there's a lot of stuff that I have to show another time. But for now, comes the pain. The fact they put the shortcut here to go out, but not to come back. I might as well just get this done over with now, since I gotta go the other way and get that item anyways. Plus we still have a Grand Djinn to get. And while I did make Dawn of Djinn perfectly beatable without any of the Grand Djinns, technically they're optional. But obviously with the grand power that they possess, it is pretty beneficial to get them. So I think I'm gonna backtrack to show you a path. Next stream, no, I think on stream we're gonna backtrack to Sholia Pass. So the next stream we can actually go face that fight and, you know, experience pain. This is gonna take I just realized it's gonna take 3 streams after all, just because of that gym fight alone. I can tell already. But A, we may not be able to beat the game. We may not be able to finish this project / playthrough this stream, nor the next stream. But the following stream for sure. And in fact, I think it's very possible we'll, like, beat the final boss next stream, and it might just be that we have to save the optional remaining super bosses in that for the final stream. You know, before I ran all the way back here though, maybe I should have taken like 1 minute to, I don't know, just make sure that my equipment is the way I want for this fight. I think, if nothing else, having filter will make this fight a little bit easier, because we can, if it does put multiple of our party members to sleep, we can just use filter and get a bit of synergy healing at once. Like, there's definitely things that we could equip and put away, but maybe going back for foam for this fight in particular wouldn't be a bad idea. I would go get that item, but since we have to go back there anyways. Oh, you know what? I completely forgot. We went for the Venus Lighthouse, but I forgot to set the path. Sorry for being all over the place. I'm gonna do that now because I definitely won't remember to do that in the following stream, and then I'll be like, why am I all the way out here when I made so much progress in the Venus Lighthouse? Alright. Here's got Venus Lighthouse, the path does not exist here. Seek out next down in its ancient soils. Alakazam! Now the Lava Rattle to pick up foam. Maybe triple check to make sure there's no other Grand Djinns I want, or Djinny Charms I want to pick up. Oh really? I'm not even full on health after all that. Now I'm just thinking, I think I will go back to default classes, because since it's a Water Djinny, we're not really going to be using Mia's attacking powers too much. So it might be best to have her to be the dedicated healer. And like, if she has a free turn and not do anything else, which I highly doubt is going to happen. Oh, of course I get the first time around here, but when I'm trying to come back, of course, then I forget how to do it. As I was saying though, if Mia does have a chance to heal, then we can like use foam nip. Otherwise we have like options like Vine, and we have so many options for debuffing as well as buffing speed. I don't think any of that's going to be too much of an issue, so... I think I'm going to go into this with default classes. Wow, we're almost level 27. And that's the general average. Maybe level... This is the general average without grinding in my place. 27 is about the general level that I beat, like, the game with in my playtests. Even taking, like, super bosses into account that we haven't seen yet, still like 28 and 30. While 30 is technically the max, it's usually the exception. But at this rate, we haven't even like seen. We've barely touched the Venus Lighthouse, and we're almost level 27. I guess like doesn't help that we did a little bit of Void Island early, but I didn't think we did that much to make a difference. Okay. Let's just... On the bright side, if we're over level, surely this guy won't be too much of an issue, right? Oh. Isn't it funny how I created my own worst monster? I think it is. Alright, so... gameplay to start out with. Let's go with a classic Djinn combo. Chasm, Mika, Breeze, and Rapid. Just like get all the stats boosts while assuring that the boss put up a barrier and buy us some time to get our stats boosts up a bit so the boss doesn't completely obliterate us in following turns. Oh, that's right, it doesn't attack the first turn. Oops. Well, I guess another plus about the default classes. Get to spam stuff like Odyssey for turn 1. That's really nice. And at least Cloak still works on myself. Yeah, when we're around resistance, it does a lot of magical spells, so it wouldn't hurt to do setup. I doubt this will work, but I guess it's worth a shot. Nah, it doesn't seem like it's gonna put up with any of our stats boosting shenanigans. Only 49 damage. 47. I didn't think we got that much stronger since the last time we fought against it, but hey, sure, I won't complain. Alright. Let's go for a blanket. Wonder if it's too early to go for boom. I guess another level of resistance wouldn't hurt too bad. Foam lowers the speed, but you know, I'm gonna go for that. Just lower speed a little bit, and I'm sure that's not an issue going down the line. Because this way, we boosted our speed a few turns ago. With dropping his speed a couple turns later, there'll at least be a little bit of time between when we lose our speed boost and when it gets the speed back. Oh, fun. Oh, cool! Everyone's asleep! I guess this is the part where we just die, huh? Yep. God. And I nerfed this thing. And this isn't even the worst that it's been in playtesting. I swear that I've nerfed it. Specifically because I found the whole, like, putting the entire party to sleep really bad, and yet I guess we didn't get wiped out? So technically the nerf is in motion, but that did not feel like a nerf. Actually, I think it's a good time for a Mirage, actually. And you know what, just because fire's so good, let's just get the summon out of the way now. Wrap us out of the picture, so there's a Wishwell. Between Mirage and Wishwell, we should be in pretty good shape though. If we had mixed classes and was able to do some fire synergy with Ivan, then maybe maybe we can get something crazy going on here. Ah. Ah! Okay, at least Garrett's asleep. Mind you, it's the one person that I didn't want to be asleep because I spent a turn giving him 2 turns, but what you gonna do? It could be a lot worse. Right. Rancy... And I got all excited to singing, they go for the defense drop because I was like all prepared to go ahead and say nah to that, but I guess we can try again next turn. And then he gets 300 damage, which is pretty solid damage for a tier 2 summon that is not even weak again. And who did I have for Ginger? Oh, perfect. It's almost like I actually prepared for this boss in advance. Giving myself the perfect Djinn charm to actually use against this boss fight. It's almost like I thought about that in advance for once. Alright, let's just go for a heat wave. I was tempted to go for the volcano, but it might be a little... I was thinking of going for something else, but it might be a little overkill. Well, I'm sure we'll get other chances to try it out in the future. And that's right, I gotta get... That's one of the things I gotta do, like... take care of that defense debuff before it gets too out of hand. Did its speed run out? Oh, my speed's been out, and I just haven't been paying attention. Joy. Let's get a little defense back. Actually, I could just do it with Mika. Helps me build up to the summon and get that boost out of the way. Now I'm just gonna do the water summon just so I can get Mia's Mercury Jennies back, especially Rapid. I kinda get the feeling that we haven't seen the worst that this thing can do. We've gotten a taste of the worst, but I get the feeling that this is only gonna get harder the longer that the battle goes on. And there it is. There's one of the many things I was afraid of seeing this little guy do. Right. Use Honesty while I can. I wasn't paying too close attention of if our skills ran out yet. I guess I can at least go for Foam. And with it being water versus water, can't really think of too much else to do. Okay. Good to know that Resist was a complete waste. Right. At least we got speed back down again. I also just remembered that the whole gimmick of this Grand Djinn is that it's slow and tanky, so maybe waste my time going for speed lowering isn't the most efficient use of my time. God bless! Why is that move scary every time? Well... I guess I win? Because that way I can just use Kite on Garrett and he'll actually get to attack next turn. Maybe I'll get lucky and people will wake up sooner than that. Or maybe he'll just die. Well, better late than never with that revive, I guess. Okay, Phoenix Wing. Battles like these are exactly what we save our items for. Don't remind me that I think I forgot to actually spread out my items. No, not twice in a row. Not twice in a row. Okay, okay. So far, not bad. Still got defense and resist on everyone except for those that are dead. I'm just gonna go for current and try to get resistance back. Oh, I do have Clarity Clovers. Yeah, let's get 2 birds with 1 stone. As much as I want to attack, try to get some damage in before Fly can become a thing, speaking of realizations, I'm just realizing that feels like we barely did anything to this gym yet, and Mia is almost out of synergy. That is just unfortunate to a T. I'm starting to remember the appeal of mixed classes. Oh, that's right, I have Filter. What's this skill for the solid? See. Get Filter, we'll get some of our synergy back, and take care of the sleeping carrot problem. And why not? We need a little tiny heal anyways, so might as well get a little boost, get a little speed boost on top of that. So I can already think of mixed classes that would work out better, but oh, that's right, Bull Seas is a thing. Just when I was starting to feel like this isn't so bad. Well, at least one. Well, I guess we only had 2 people go to sleep, but 1 permanently. At least we can alleviate that. I'm just gonna go for 1 wish proper. It's nice to know that Frostbite has been the least of our worries lately. Though I wouldn't be surprised if that was gonna change very shortly. Oh, does it still have the defense boost? I don't think we ever got rid of its defense boost. So better now than never, I guess. I gotta find a way to sneak in a turn to actually get some synergy healing going in too, because Mia's our wish support, so if Mia can't do wish, we're gonna be in trouble. I'm just sad and scared because I can't remember the last time I've actually done an attack. Every turn feels like I've been on the defensive, which doesn't do much good, because if I'm always on defensive and never doing damage, then it can just ply itself. I do got Psy Miracle I can pull if I need it, but I kind of would like to save that for when I actually do. If I can get Garrett to stay awake for more than 1 turn, I would actually be taking advantage of that and like using all the fire synergy that I can. I just been on the defensive so often that I haven't really had a good opportunity to do that. Also, I was trying to find a way. I guess Spa is better than nothing. I'm just trying to find a way to heal Ivan without wasting the synergy on a wish. But I'm not getting too keen on that. And this may not be a good chunk of the best chunk of damage, but at least it puts my Djinns back on set again so I can use them. And I'm at least getting something out of it in the process. Yeah, I'm just really hoping on the assumption that eventually they'll just wake me up by default, because it's kind of getting ridiculous how often I'm not even doing any damage with my moves, right? So I guess if I go, as much as I want to side pass, at least if I go for Seep, I'll at least get some damage off in the process. I really need to find a good opportunity to actually get my summons in, which I would if I would be able to attack, do something besides support moves and Djinns every single turn. Now it's just like spamming this. I was gonna say it's spamming the buffing moves now, so now I can't even hit it that hard. But you know, I just realized that the whole point of my original plan of going Chaz was because I was hurting, so... God, that was actually real risky. Alright. If I go for Chasm this turn, then I then could, like, go for Ramsey, and I, like, get solid damage, and reset my Djinns at the same time. That sounds like a fairly solid strat. Actually, Mirage is this thing, and if I go for Mirage, I might not have to worry about healing this turn, so I'll just go for Ramsey now. Leading up to the Fire Summon, making this stronger Fire Summon sounds like a better long-term investment in my eyes anyways. And I'll even use Wade to just... Actually, maybe I should have waited until a turn I wasn't using Mirage, but it's fine. It's extra safety. And I'm at least building up to summons with one of our party members. And I guess also Mirage only blocks half damage, so this just assures that we're in pretty decent shape. Alright. Also, I forgot how low on synergy points I am. I think it's time to bust open the Hermes Water on something. It's a little risky, but I think I'll try to go for my 4th Djinn and summon next turn, and I could just use Chasm next turn to help protect me. Meanwhile, I'm not doing too bad, so I think if I go for the summon with 5 in, I'll have those Djinns ready to go. You know what, sure. Kind of pushing my luck with using Djinns on me as is, though, so... Oh, it's over! I'll be honest, I was expecting at least 1 or 2 more retries. I can't complain though. With that, we have all the Djinnies, including the Grand Djinns.